South Korea is well into the first week of living with COVID-19. In sports arenas, things seem a lot like pre-pandemic days with eased restrictions. Choi Min-jung takes us to Jamsil Baseball Stadium where the KBO postseason games are held.
Around 30 minutes into the KBO postseason game between the LG Twins and the Doosan Bears, and the stadium is packed. More than 20,000 seats were sold for Friday's game, which is more than 80% of the total seats available. It's also the biggest crowd at a sporting event since the pandemic began.
It's been 2 years since I last saw a game in person because of COVID-19. Yesterday, the team I'm rooting for lost, so I came here with my son wishing the team will win today.
The number of spectators has been increasing gradually since Monday as the country transitioned to living with COVID-19. Games are being held with 100% of stadium capacity, allowed for the first time in more than 2 years. But all spectators must be fully vaccinated. Those who aren't vaccinated must show a negative PCR test taken within the past 48 hours. And people below the age of 18 can enter without any restrictions. Under the new scheme, people can finally have something to eat while watching the game. A lot of people were happy to wait in line to grab some food and drinks to go.
It's the first game I've been to in 6 months. They weren't letting people eat, but now you can, so I'm really glad I can watch the game with some chicken and beer.
But when people aren't eating, everyone is told to wear masks at all times. They're also banned from cheering and chanting to prevent the spread of the virus. However, most of the fans weren't too happy with this rule.
Food affects business, so I can see why we're allowed to eat in the stadium. But I don't understand why we're not allowed to cheer even with our masks on.
To ensure that the rules are kept, the Korea Baseball Organization has also decided not to play cheer songs when a player hits a home run. Instead, baseball fans are showing their support for their teams by clapping their hands. Choi Min-jung, Arirang News.